¿qué comentan? Yo soy Pipe Cossio, nuevamente les doy la bienvenida a la Cossiopedia y a un nuevo capítulo del videojuego de Volver al Futuro. Para los que no lo recuerdan, en el capítulo anterior ya habíamos regresado al presente, pero cambiamos totalmente nuestra línea de tiempo y estamos en una utopía que la verdad es horrible, esa utopía. Pero bueno, vamos a ver qué sigue con la historia.
I saw Mom downtown. She told me to give this to you.
Thanks.
Say, what gives around here?
You know, the usual. Keeping tabs on Hill Valley through my trusty bank of monitors. Always on the lookout for some interesting footage.
Es que busca.
Interesting. What do you mean, interesting?
What kind of silly question is that? I've been gathering candid documentary footage for Citizen Brown's promotional videos for over a year now. I know your mother doesn't approve of my work, but wait a minute. You say you saw Lorraine? 11 to 12 hair salon, 12 to 12:20 lunch at Sumo counter, cream of asparagus with crackers.
What was that?
You know your mother's problems. If she slips up again, it could mean demerits for the whole family. There she is, polishing the statue in the park. Just like the schedule dictates. Oh, then everything's fine. Good. Unless... How was she when you spoke to her? Lucid? Sober?
Vamos a ver qué pues.
Whoa, Dad, what are you telling me? Are you saying Mom's a drunk?
Shh. I don't know for sure that your mother is relapsed into her old ways, but she's been acting very odd lately, almost as if she didn't like my constant supervision. Confidentially, I suspect she's got a flask hidden somewhere, probably very near the spot where she's working right now. Do me a favor, son, will you? See if you can worm the truth out of her. She won't confide in me, but she may be less guarded with you. Double rations this week if you help your old man out. What do you say? That's a good boy.
Okay, Dad, we need to talk.
¿Qué escondías cuando llegué? Preguntar sobre mamá, sobre mí, sobre ti, sobre alguien que ambos conocemos, o sobre Hill Valley y sus reglas. Sobre Hill Valley y sus reglas va a preguntar primero que todo.
Hill Valley has a lot of rules.
It certainly does, for our own good.
Tenemos un perro, otro tema. ¿Cómo puede ser ilegal besarse? No sé.
Public kissing is illegal, right?
The old PDA law. Indeed it is. And what's more, violation carries a hefty load of demerits. But you know, it's a law people break with surprising regularity. Why, I could show you videotaped evidence.
How exactly do people get other people to break it?
On second thought, perhaps I shouldn't show you the videotaped evidence.
Tenemos un perro. Pues.
Did you ever harbor a dangerous animal?
Haha! Couldn't if I wanted to. They've all been banned. But I did catch something very interesting on one of my monitors yesterday. Which one was it? Oh, yes! Does that look like a stray dog to you? Whatever it is, Edna's Animal Patrol will make short work of it.
El contrabando es malo.
If I got caught with a contraband item, I'd get in a lot of trouble, right?
You certainly would. You could be facing up to 1,000 demerits, depending on the item. But of course, you wouldn't be caught dead with anything illegal. It's your mother I'm worried about.
Ok, otro tema.
Something on your mind?
¿Qué escondías cuando llegué? Porque pues...
What were you hiding when I came in just now?
Hiding? I don't know what you're talking about, son.
Come on, I saw it. It was a videotape, right?
I might as well tell you. After all, you'll be 18 soon.
Tell me what?
Hill Valley under Citizen Brown is not quite the contented town you were led to believe it was.
Ajá. Pues sí, estás bromeando. Oh.
You're kidding.
This isn't a criticism of the great man himself, of course, or his sainted wife, Edna. No one's worked harder than they to apply the most advanced social planning techniques to our municipality. But...
What?
Confidentially, not everybody appreciates it. A great many citizens, perhaps even the majority, actively resent the Brown administration. They don't say so publicly, of course. But in private, well, just listen.
I tell you, Bert, this regime is a joke. They're all laughing at us over in Fairfax.
A toast to Citizen Brown. May his beloved courthouse be struck by lightning. Shh, Agnes, you're awful. Are you coming to the town square, Lester? Citizen Brown's about to give another speech.
Citizen Brown can kiss my hairy...
Well, you get the idea.
It sounds like people can't stand what the Browns have done to Hill Valley.
Not everyone. Only around 50%, maybe 60.
Does Citizen Brown know?
He should. Whenever I send copies of my raw footage to the Public Relations Department over at the courthouse, I get a memo telling me how much Citizen Brown thanks me for my service. But how could he see those videos and not do anything about it?
Maybe you should take your tapes directly to Brown.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, sure, he might appreciate my bringing these problems to his attention and reward me for my public service, but then again, they say it's never wise to be the bearer of bad news.
Yo le llevaré la cinta, sí.
Why don't you give me those videotapes? I'll take them to Citizen Brown.
Thanks for offering, son, but I don't want to get you involved. Citizen Brown won't like what he sees on them, and I wouldn't want you to get the brunt of his displeasure, not to mention the displeasure of all the folks on the tapes. Once they find out I recorded them, no, I'm not letting these tapes out of my sight. It's too dangerous.
Changos. Preguntar sobre...
It's
Mamá.
about Mom.
Son muchos
Something on your
temas.
mind?
Pues qué pasa con la casa.
What's the deal with the house, Dad?
Don't know how to tell you this, son, but while you were away at your Mathemagic competition, our house got slapped with a CZ36 violation.
What?
I know, it's so embarrassing. Your mother's mortified. She works so hard to keep a clean house, but those dust mites are so hard to keep down.
Ay, caros.
Wait a minute. We can't go into the house because of dust mites?
Well, not until they send in the cleanup crew.
This is ridiculous.
Thank goodness they let me move my office out here into the garage.
Uy, parce, en serio, es una utopía asquerosa. Sobre alguien... ¿Cómo funcionan los monitores? No sé.
How exactly does this setup work?
I'm glad to see you taking an interest. Each of these monitors is connected to multiple cameras, of which I've strategically jacked into throughout the valley, with official clearance, of course. I can switch between cameras with these buttons. There's also a VCR for each monitor. I keep a record of everything I see, so if I happen across something intriguing, I can keep it on file.
Bueno. Caros.
So, when is this dust mite problem gonna be solved so I can get to all my stuff?
Well, the cleanup crew said they'd probably get around to it by tonight, but they're kind of backed up, so I wouldn't expect them until tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow?
Okay.
Where am I supposed to sleep?
I got it all covered, son. We're gonna camp out back just like we did when you were little.
Okay, this timeline is officially a nightmare.
No. En ningún momento me imaginé que era... sobre alguien que ambos conocemos.
It's about someone we both know.
Yes?
Biff, el ciudadano Brown. Mano de mi hermana. Fuck. Sobre el ciudadano Brown.
Have you ever spent time with Citizen Brown?
Well, of course I'm in the audience for every one of his public addresses.
One-on-one, I mean.
Oh, no. He'd never notice a common Sector L citizen like me. But I dream that someday he'll recognize me for my public service and maybe let me shake his hand.
Edna, no sé.
What can you tell me about Edna?
Mrs. Citizen Brown? Oh, she's a wonderful woman. People just think of her as this sweet, self-effacing grandmotherly type.
Edna? Are we talking about the
But
same?
really, she's just as involved in running the town as her husband is.
Ok, otro tema.
Something on your mind?
Pues preguntar sobre
It's
mamá.
about Mom.
¿Cómo terminas? Ya sí,
How'd
pues.
she get to be such a mess? This isn't how she is in my perfect world.
You're right, it's a real puzzle. Because of course we both know Hill Valley is a perfect world, but for some peculiar reason, the harder I try to get her to conform to the rules, the more she slips up.
She's thinking about signing up for the Citizen Plus program.
Is she now?
You're not gonna let her go through with it, are you?
Well, from what I hear, it's a fairly drastic procedure which completely reshapes the subject's personality. On the other hand, if Citizen Brown recommends it, it's gotta be a good thing.
Parce, todo el mundo tiene la cabeza, pues, o sea, tiene el cerebro lavado del todo.
Don't you think Mom would be a little more relaxed if you gave her just a little bit of space?
Now, there's a fine suggestion. What would Hill Valley be like if people gave each other space? Why, we'd all be tempted to follow our own impulses, and there's no telling where that might lead.
Okay.
Okay, different subject.
Yeah?
Sobre ti.
So about you and your, work.
Shoot.
Escritor de ciencia ficción.
You
¿Verdad?
seem to be really into this spying business.
It's not spying, son. It's cinema verite. These candid moments of Hill Valley's residents will eventually be compiled and edited into the documentaries and promotional materials that advertise our way of life to the rest of the world. True,
Wow.
you can argue that I've taken things to extremes, but I still get up to take my meals and, of course, to use the facilities.
Bueno, no.
Okay, different subject.
La verdad,
Yeah.
no veo qué más puedo hablar con este
Well,
man.
I'll leave you to your snooping.
Supervising, son, supervising.
I'll leave you
Okay.
to it.
Right.
Hey, Demerit. Hey, what for?
Lorraine o...
Sufficiently polished shoe.
A ver. Lorraine puede estar escondiendo algo. Tal vez se abra si tiene un poco de privacidad. George está espiando a Lorraine con esa cámara que está cerca de la estatua. Si tan solo pudiera quedarla, pues con un poco de esfuerzo llegar a una parte de la estatua. Mueve el móvil hasta que bloquee la cámara. Rompe algunas reglas, puede empezar encontrando el escondite secreto de Lorraine o... Bueno...
Good day, citizen.
Oh, la guitarra. Yo
Hey,
creo que la
what's my guitar doing out here?
Your mother and I convinced you to give it up, remember? Rock and roll music is frowned on by the Brown administration. It sets a poor example for all the kids who look up to you as a model of studiousness and moral gravity. And besides, you're not very good.
Ah, que es que además no es bueno. Dame la
Come
guitarra.
on, Dad, I need that guitar.
Give me one good reason why I should give it back to you.
Because...
Rock and roll es mi destino, la música te hace bien, la necesito para impresionar a Jennifer. La música te hace bien, va a tirarme por el lado.
music is good for you. It improves your mental performance.
Then take up the piccolo. Leave the electric guitar to the rebels and malcontents.
Ah. Lo necesito para impresionar a Jennifer, no
A
sé.
certain girl is only gonna like me if I can play the guitar.
A certain girl. You don't mean...
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin. Why are you fixated on that little hellion? She's nothing but trouble.
Yeah, my kind of trouble.
And besides, the way you play guitar, you're only gonna drive her further Go ahead, son. Do your worst.
Thanks, Dad.
Excelente. Gracias, papá. Ahora Jennifer sí me va a ayudar.
Please address
Bien. Bueno, larguémonos de acá. Que la verdad, esto está muy... heavy. Y la verdad no sé por dónde irme. Por acá. Fíjate. Bueno, entonces, primero vamos donde mamá. Mamá, mamá, mamá. Vamos a ver.
Mom?
Pregunta sobre la cantimplora, sobre ti, preguntar sobre papá, sobre Hill Valley y sus reglas. Vamos a ver.
Is it just me, or does Hill Valley feel really strict today?
Some might even call it stifling. But you didn't hear that from me.
Ok. Contrabando, no sobre los perros, de la demostración pública.
Biff told me that he got in trouble for public displays of affection.
Can you believe it? Sure, things got a little out of control back in the 60s with the free love and all, but now even holding hands will get you a verbal warning.
Wait, so you can't even kiss?
Can't even hug. It's barbaric. City Hall treats us like a bunch of children going to the movies.
Wow. A ver, otro tema.
All right, let's talk about something else.
Lo de la
Alrighty, dear.
cantimplora. A ver.
Mom, are you drinking again?
Don't be silly, dear. Booze is illegal, you know.
Yeah, Mom, it's just that Dad mentioned...
Your father. Why, I just can't get away from his prying eyes. Always spying, always watching.
Qué desespero, parce.
You mind your own business, George.
Now, Lorraine, this is for your own good. I know you're keeping a secret from me.
It's mine to keep.
Dad! Mom! Knock it off, you two!
Now, you listen here, young man. This is an adult matter between your mother and me.
Dad, I know, but your way isn't working. You gotta give her some space here.
De buena.
Where'd she go?
Mom?
Aha! I knew it. What is that in your hand? Rum? Gin? A wine cooler?
For your information, it's brass cleaner. I have a job to do here, you know.
Lorraine.
No.
Lorraine, I'm just trying to look out for you. You know the kind of trouble we can get into in your
Bueno,
drink.
miremos a ver qué podemos utilizar en el inventario. No tengo nada como para utilizar, la verdad.
Looking again.
Veremos las pistas. Puede estar escondiendo algo, tal vez ahora si tiene un poco de privacidad. Lo mismo ahora. Encima de la
I wouldn't
estatua.
be so on edge if you weren't
Estatua,
suffocating me all the time.
What happened? What the heck am I looking at?
Bien.
Yes!
¿Qué te hiciste, madre? No te escondas. Lorraine.
Mom, now that Dad isn't watching.
Oh, Martin.
Was that a flask, Mom?
Flask? Don't be ridiculous.
Look, it's okay, Mom. Get a hold of yourself.
Oh, your father's right. I'm backsliding. But it's been so hard, what with your brother and sister leaving, and then your father getting obsessed with his monitors and drugs.
Chango, está bien destruida.
Let me take care of the flask. Dad doesn't have to know anything about it.
Qué pecado, parce.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I couldn't bear the thought of facing your father over this.
¿Dónde está la cantimplora? A ver. Estatua. Oh, ya la tendré en el inventario. No. Necesitaba eso, pero se olvidó algo. El licor que tiró Lorraine. Cantimplora. Aquí, bien.
This timeline sucks. Mom and Dad are fighting again. Mom's drinking. It's like everything Doc and I ever did to fix things is falling apart. Time to get some attention.
Bueno, vamos a ver si con Jennifer. Tocándole, siendo unos rockeros, a ver si así sí. Oh. ¿Para dónde va? Pues debe estar abierta, ella acaba de entrar. ¡Vamos! ¡Demonios! Quizás... Entonces que te atrapen. A ver, se va a delatarte por pescarte haciendo algo. ¿Dónde el oficial? ¿Por qué? Voy a hablar con él, ¿ok?
Must be where Jen keeps her paints. Locked.
Supongo que luego necesitaré esas pinturas. Pero de momento, a ir a que el oficial Parker me encuentre con la cantimplora.
Now that I have the booze, I just gotta get caught with it.
Vamos donde el oficial Parker, véalo acá.
Hands up, citizen. Assume the position.
Here goes nothing.
De una, eso fue simplemente con las Barbies.
There better be apple juice in this.
Why don't you open it and find out?
Don't get smart with me. I knew you were no good, McFly.
Officer Parker, what seems to be the problem here?
Edna, qué bien.
Citizen McFly, ma'am. Came strolling up with a 181B violation in his pocket.
Ugh. You, young citizen, where did you get that booze?
Nowhere?
Is he being smart with me?
Yeah, he played that attitude on me as well.
Can we just fast forward the lecture and just get this over with already? No!
Officer, demerit him severely. And as for the alcohol, drop it into the recycling bin.
With pleasure, ma'am.
Yo lo dije, Edna está loca. Todo eso fue por culpa de Edna.
Keep your nose clean, or you'll find yourself in front of Citizen Brown.
Ya, changos. Me encontraron contrabando. Soy amigo de un perro perdido. Bueno, tengo que buscar al perro perdido. ¿Dónde? A ver... ¿En dónde puedo encontrar un perro perdido? Miremos. Vale, necesito algo para sacarlo de su escondite. Solo hay un lugar en el pueblo que venden algún tipo de comida. Habla con el empleado. Ah, verdad. Lo del man de la comida allí. En esta ocasión sí nos están poniendo definitivamente a voltear por todas partes.
Okay. Welcome to Soupmo, where soup is just... Oh, it's you. This better be important, McFly.
Usted está besando con
Leech?
Jennifer.
Was that Jennifer?
Well, A, it's none of your business, and B, seeing as she ain't your chick no more, yeah.
Wow,
Okay,
justo.
now this timeline is really pissing me off.
¿Muestras gratis?
Where are the free samples?
Here, I keep them behind the counter.
Ugh. Oh, y se la comió.
God.
Gosh.
If you puke, you're cleaning it up, wuss.
I can't finish this.
Not my problem.
Son estos porque están tras el mostrador.
Why are the samples behind the counter?
I can't leave them out, dude. There's a DOG running around town, and he keeps going after the sample tray, knocking them all over the ground.
A
Excelente.
dog? Wait, these samples haven't been on the ground, have they?
Jeez, McFly, relax. They're fresh, mostly.
Ah. Sobre el perro.
About this dog, what's he look like?
Beats me. He's a smart little SOB. He only comes around when my back is turned.
Then how do you know it's a dog? You can smell him?
Allergies, dimwit.
Listo. Tú y Jennifer, la verdad, sí quiero preguntar.
You and Jennifer? Really?
Oh, is the poor little nerd jealous?
Well, yeah, and a little disgusted.
That's probably the soup.
Cuidado lo que haces con Jennifer,
You
la
better
verdad.
treat Jen with respect, Leech.
Hey, I got nothing but respect for Jennifer. Respect for her eyes, for her hips, the way she wriggles when she... Hey! Now, that dork that let her get away, there's a loser that I got no respect for.
O sea, hace nosotros. Bueno.
See ya. Smell you later.
Muestras
Even
gratis.
screwed up Nutso Hill Valley doesn't deserve that smell.
Bien. ¡Ay, sí, es Einstein!
Hey! There's that mangy. Go get him, McFly!
Están las cosas de basura. Ah, sí, se voló por allá. Creo que me llevaré esto. Muy bien. Vamos por Einstein. Bien.
He's got to be hiding in here somewhere.
Paleta. Vamos a ver.
You in there, Einie? Or whatever your name is these days?
Oh, se me
Not a
voló.
sign of him.
Maldita sea. Ven, Aini, ven, perrito, no te escondas.
McFly?
Ah, ¿qué
My spray
quieres?
can?
Oh,
¿Se dio cuenta?
Dork.
Bueno. Vamos, Einstein, ¿dónde estás? Oh, y volvió hacia atrás. ¿Y me salgo del callejón? Sí, changos. Bueno, y se va para allá. A ver, yo miro si en el inventario... Ah, sí, sí tengo la muestra de perro caliente. Listo. Eso es lo que tengo que utilizar.
where could he be hiding?
Ah, ya.
Stay put now, boy, wherever you are.
Me tocó leer. Si no leo las pinches pistas no me doy cuenta. Inventario, pintura, tabla.
It would look better blue.
Ah, qué caja. Listo, ahora sí. Me disculpan el corte, sino que la verdad no sabía qué rayo estaba haciendo, pero ya leyendo las pistas por fin fue que me di cuenta de qué rayo era lo que había que hacer para poder encontrar a Einstein. Ahora sí voy hacia la tabla, paso al otro lado y debe de estar las huellas de pintura de hacia donde corrió Aini.
Now we're in business.
Ahora sí. Usar objeto.
Decency prevents me from leaving this
No.
here.
Bueno, solamente revisar debajo de la mesa primero.
I outsmarted you, didn't I? Ah, don't be like that, Einie.
Tranquilo, Aini. Traigo comida. Me querrás por eso.
Look, Einie, I've got a treat for you. Attaboy. Now hold still.
Ahora sí, coma, compañero.
See, I'm not such a bad guy, right? Whoa, whoa, okay. I guess I've won you over. I wish they were all this easy.
Más bien.
Huh? What is it, boy? Einstein, wait! No! Ow.
Bueno, ahora sí me van a dar.
Rabies, help!
Back! Down! Sit! Play dead!
Officer Parker, Subdue that beast at once!
Einstein, sit!
Einstein? Oh, if he bites me, you'll be in a world of trouble, citizen. Wait, I know that creature. Officer Parker, that's the stray that keeps escaping the kennel. I thought he was muzzled.
I took the muzzle off.
You what?
That's right, he's my dog now.
Citizen, you are in violation of Statute 357K.
Parker, demerit this hooligan at once. I'll return this creature to the kennel.
Yes, ma'am.
Filthy, wretched beasts.
Don't worry, Einie. Once I fix all this, you'll be back with Doc and romping through time.
Now stay out of trouble, unless you want a visit from Citizen Brown.
Eso es lo que quiero, carajo. Romper con el invento, volver con Jennifer y hacer una escena. Bueno, está bien. Vamos a ver si mostrándole de una la guitarra esta. Inventario. De mérito de contra... Ah, bueno. Vamos a ver primero con la guitarra.
Check this out.
What? You swiped your big brother's guitar? Is that supposed to impress me?
No.
It's not my brother's, it's mine.
Yeah, sure. And you'd play it for me, only you don't have an amp.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pathetic.
Bueno, buen punto. Entonces vamos a mostrar el de mérito por contrabando. Soy un chico malo.
It's got my name on it. They couldn't do anything with this.
Bueno, a ver. Hablemos con ella.
What is it now?
Tío el tipo del sub, dejar leak ya, romper las reglas. ¿Has visto a Beef? Tengo un plan para arreglar Hill Valley. Voy a salir, la verdad no tengo ni idea de qué voy a hacer. Las pistas. Ya, no puedes darle una serenata ni defensa, tiene un novio guitarrista. Jennifer necesita cómo eres comparado con él, sigue insistente y te pondrá a prueba. A la que quiere impedir que saque a su novio para una batalla. Wow. Pero vamos a dejar el capítulo hasta aquí. La verdad, esta parte del videojuego está bastante interesante. Hay que hacer mucha investigación y demás para poder descubrir todo, porque la verdad todo es un caos. Y estamos tratando de ser rebeldes para que Jennifer nos ayude a romper las reglas y poder reunirnos por fin con el Doc o el ciudadano Brown en esta línea del tiempo loca que está haciendo. Pero bueno, espero que les haya gustado el video. De todas maneras, recuerden, regálenme un like y compartan, me ayuda demasiado cuando lo hacen. Abajo en la descripción están los links de mis redes sociales. Y no siendo más, cuídense mucho, nos vemos en estos días o la próxima semana y las mejores, se cuidan.